Hey guys, Mad Theories here. Now, today, what if Goku in the movie actually uses the time ring to go back in time and actually fight, I guess, this legendary Super Saiyan? Now, we have like this speculation, and then there's some proof and some stuff that's gonna probably be like in the movie and stuff, that there's gonna be a wish that's gonna be granted. We know that. I guess hits and bits and stuff like what's gonna be in the movie, talking about like the origins of the Saiyans, Frieza, well, Slave Master Frieza, and yeah, basically about the origins and what truly lies beyond the Saiyan. Now, my thing is, it's like, if we don't see like a resurrection, like a full resurrection, my speculation and theories could be probably like, alright, what if like probably like Whis or somebody like gives Goku like a time ring? Now the time ring is set to, like, you know, go back into the past, I think present and future, I believe. Yeah, past, present, and future, I believe. And now, if Goku was to use the ring to go to like maybe an alternate timeline, or probably like further into like the distant past or something, where you see like this, maybe this legendary Super Saiyan that's just there, and he's like, because you see you see in the trailer he has like old Saiyan clothes, like these old Saiyan clothes on, obviously with the tail and stuff, and his aura is green. So it's like, it also makes you wonder, it's like, okay, so his aura is green. They could probably be revamping the whole legendary Super Saiyan thing, because since obviously Broly's not canon, this dude probably might be maybe the first legendary Super Saiyan, or probably like the very first legendary Super Saiyan to master that full form of that form of Saiyan and stuff, and Goku uses the ring to go back in time and actually fight him. Because if they did decide to do that, which I think would probably be sick, is that Goku doesn't, like, this dude doesn't know who Goku is. He just figures, oh, you're a Saiyan, but you have no tail, you're different. And then Goku probably explained, like, well, I use this ring to probably either go back in time to fight you, or probably like go to another, like an alternate timeline, and, you know, probably just to fight you or whatever and stuff. Because, you know, there's gonna be confirmation that's gonna explain about Yamoshi and the legendary, I guess, what do they call his name, Shallot or something, I guess, like Shallot or whatever. You know, they're gonna be explaining more about him and what all was going on and stuff. Because like I was saying in my old previous videos, it was that, you know, they could probably do two Super Saiyans, like obviously Yamoshi, who was good, and then this guy who was probably evil. So it's like, it probably makes sense if Goku was to probably maybe go back in time. Now, I wouldn't say go back in time and actually meet Yamoshi. No, probably not that. But maybe he probably goes back in time further. Maybe that this Saiyan probably survived after maybe like the onslaught or whatever and stuff. He goes back in time and he actually fights him. And then maybe somebody pulls Goku back out and be like, well, you're not supposed to fight him and whatever, because it's like, he probably might mess with the timeline or whatever and stuff, or it might alter a couple of things, probably giving this Saiyan an alternate story, well, an alternate timeline, probably like alter something, and it's probably like an alternate timeline or something. Because that's what I probably think, that Goku is actually gonna probably fight this guy from like an alternate timeline, which probably makes sense, because it's like, you have like future Trunks, and he comes from like an alternate, basically, yeah, he comes from an alternate timeline, but it's still the future. Because if he didn't go back into the past and give Goku the medicine that he needed so he can live, everything would have happened. Zamasu would have never existed. No, he would have existed, but he would have never targeted Goku. That stuff would have never happened. As when he said in the anime, he was like, technically this is your fault, because if you never gave Goku the medicine, none of this would have happened and stuff. So it's like, I see it kind of almost gonna be like that, but just different. That Goku is gonna probably fight this guy either from the past or from an alternate timeline, and the resurrection probably might be bringing him back to life. That way Goku can fight him without using a time ring. That's what I probably think that might actually happen. Like, they're gonna probably get more information about Yamoshi and stuff, because I think either Whis or maybe the Namekians is gonna probably explain. They're gonna probably explain about the first Super Saiyan god ever, and that's gonna be Yamoshi. They're gonna probably explain about him, but then there's gonna be like maybe this other stuff that was missing, and they find out that this dude who probably was evil, the dude who either fought Yamoshi, or there's just this plain out strongest legendary Super Saiyan god Saiyan that's out there. Nobody knows of his existence because he disappeared, and the only way you would find out about him is probably either using Shenron or a time ring, because we only seen Zamasu use the time ring only a few times in the Dragon Ball Super, but we never actually fully, well, actually no, I'm sorry. Gowasu used the time ring, I believe. Yes. I think Gowasu used the time ring, and then Zamasu, yes. So the time ring was used, I think, a few times in Super, but if Goku gets a hold of the time ring, and he probably either goes back and he finds this mysterious Saiyan, confronts him and fight him and stuff. Oh my god, I think it'd probably be truly sick though, because it's like, if they explain and they cover up more about the legendary Super Saiyan form, and they explain how this is probably like the true evolution of Saiyan, like this is what they're supposed to be, then it'd be freaking dope. It'd be freaking dope, because it's like, this is how their power is supposed to be, with like green aura. I mean, you can kind of picture Goku with green hair, Vegeta with green hair. I mean, we already got Kale, but I think it would be kind of interesting if maybe this is probably explaining more about how the very first legendary Super Saiyan actually tapped into his power and stuff, and that maybe that Goku and Vegeta, it's possible that they could probably tap into it as well, or it could only be elite Saiyans, with tremendous amount of power is able to actually attain this form, and thus making Goku and Vegeta obtain different forms to probably match or even rival the current form that legendary Super Saiyan has and stuff. That's what I probably feel that this is probably going to be about. Either an alternate Saiyan from a different timeline, or he goes back into the past and actually fights him, like they get the resurrection, because it only makes sense, because Goku can't take the time ring and stay there for like long periods of time and actually fight him, because you seen how when Black used it, he only was able to stay in that timeline for like a little bit before he got yanked back into the future. So it only probably makes sense if Goku fights this dude for a little bit, gets Shenron, and probably be like, yo, bring him back to life and stuff. Bring him back to life. And then, you know, he gets brought back, and maybe remembers his fight with Goku or whatever, and be like, oh, okay, and stuff. And then they fight him again, because the point about Goku is Goku always like fighting strong characters. You know, he always like fighting like stronger people, even if they're villains or whatever. We all know this. And it's like, I think this is what probably like Goku might actually do. He might probably actually do that and stuff. Now I wouldn't say if he probably like defeats the Saiyan and stuff, it might probably be an additional, because I mean, it wouldn't make any sense if you bring back the Saiyan just for Goku to kill him. That's stupid. That would be the most dumbest plot twist ever. Like, I would love the movie. But I would hate the fact that you're bringing back this legendary Saiyan just so he can get killed and defeated, and then that's it. And it's like, no, I feel like there's going to probably be a little bit more to it, that maybe this evil Saiyan, or whoever he may be, probably might enjoy the fact that, well, there's another Saiyan that's like me and enjoys the same combat as me. I like to say he could be maybe like a Kenpachi, maybe just without the psychotic side, but probably just more he's thrilled for a fight. He never faced a Saiyan who enjoys combat like him, and I think it'll probably be maybe like an additional, because over the years we all love Goku and Vegeta, but I just think that they probably may add in like a third pure-blooded Saiyan, because let's be honest, Goten and Trunks, they kids and they know nothing about combat. So I think if if they add this Saiyan into the additional and stuff, and then it just be like the main three. You have like the main three, so you have like Goku, Vegeta, and then Shallot or whoever and stuff, and then they all like douching it out and stuff. And then whenever Dragon Ball Super comes back, I feel like the movie is gonna clear up a lot, but then we're gonna see more probably like into like the next season and stuff, and maybe they probably might introduce like, well, maybe it wasn't just the Saiyans. It wasn't just the Saiyans that was around. Like, you also had the demon gods. They was there too. And then, you know, all types of stuff, because we haven't seen demon gods yet. We haven't seen demon gods yet. And it only probably makes sense if they explain and they clarify that the demon, like, probably like, I wouldn't say maybe Yamoshi or anything, but maybe in their time they probably did fought like a demon god who probably was like insanely strong or whatever, and it probably maybe enforced them to get stronger and stuff, not just because of what was going on in their own circle and their own little community, but there was other beings and other races out there that was a lot stronger. Because again, we still don't know nothing about no Namekian god, if that ever be a thing. But and demon gods also a thing too. Like, we don't know if that's gonna be a thing, which I hope it does, and I really do hope that they probably mention a little bit and clarify it. But yeah, I am going to be looking forward to, we all going to be looking forward to the movie. But what would you call this, like a theory slash prediction slash rumor slash hope thing, you know, all punched in together in this video and stuff, because I'm telling you, it's so much that they could do. But if one of the two things, like I said before, is either going to be Goku fighting an alternate timeline version of the Saiyan, and then or it could be he fights the Saiyan from the past using the time ring, goes back in time, wishes him back, he becomes full time, they work out the kinks a little bit, then it's just the main three, and I think that could be it. So I think we're gonna end this right here. So if you like what you heard your like, you know, please subscribe, share, you know, do all that wonderful stuff. Not catch you later.